Hey, my good people. Let's go. I'm back once again. What's good, my people? What's good over there, man? What's good over there? What's good over there? Let me know. Holy. Like I said, I'm gonna be back, and I'm back. I said I'm gonna be back, and I'm back. Arsenal versus Chelsea, a big watch along. Let's enjoy together, man. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining. So in these 5 minutes, I want us to go to the lineup, talk about it for a minute, and enjoy the big match. You don't want to miss out, man. You don't want to miss out. So, if you're watching right about now, make sure to like this stream. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. And I'm going to go right, and create a poll. Will Arsenal... Hey, this one is a big game, man. You don't want to miss. Will Arsenal destroy Chelsea today? That's the question. My good people. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this. The last Manchester United won the match. I was supporting Crystal Palace, but unfortunately Crystal Palace did not win. Right now I'm supporting my team. I know my team will not disappoint me. Okay? My team will never disappoint me. I'm proud of Arsenal. Forever be proud of it, man. Forever I'll be proud of it. Let me go to the lineup. I don't want to waste any minute because the game is going to start in like many minutes. 3 minutes from now. Why will I waste any minute? Why will I waste any minute, my good people? Why? Let me share my screen right about now. Let me share my screen. Can you see this? Nice. As you can see, Arsenal versus Chelsea is gonna be fire, man. Arsenal is gonna use a formation of 4-2-3-1, while Chelsea is gonna use a formation of 4-2-3. The same formation today. Let's see who's gonna use the formation in a good way to win the match. So for starting 11 for Arsenal, gonna start for Arsenal, we have David Raya at the goalposts. 4 defenders for Arsenal. We have Piero Hincapié, Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, and Jurgen Timber. Big defense over there. Big defense. At the midfield, we have 2 midfielders. Our midfielder, Declan Rice and Zubimendi. 2 of them for this game. And for the forward, we have 4. We have Leandro Trossard, Eberechi Eze. Today is starting once again. Big up. And Bukayo Saka at the right wing. And our top striker, Victor Gyökeres. Let's go. Victor Gyökeres is gonna start. For Chelsea, we have Sanchez gonna be their goalkeeper tonight. 4 defenders for Chelsea, we have Reece James, Sarr, Chalobah, and Hato. For the mid, we have for Chelsea, Moses Caicedo, Andre Santos. Good players over there. For the forward, we have Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, and João Pedro. João Pedro is gonna be one and only striker for Chelsea. So my good people, I don't want to waste any minute because the game is live. The game is back. Let me share with you the live commentary. We get to enjoy the game till the end, my good people. Let me share the live commentary right about now. Right about now. Chelsea, they are not ready, man. I wanna share the live commentary, guys. Bear with me for a minute. Let me put up the live commentary you get to enjoy. Live commentary, like my bro A to the B advised me to say so. Live commentary. So welcome you all to the live stream.
Product of this competition.
Let's go.
The game in charge hasn't lost one yet. 1-4 drawing 2. The last 2 have been the draws. Apologies if there's been a few technical difficulties there. Hopefully you can all hear me. But we are ready for the North London derby. I'll just recap the sides in case they haven't been heard. But it's a 4-2-3-1 for both sides. It's Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapie, Zubamendi, Rice, Saka, Eze, Trossard and Gyökeres. So Arsenal are unchanged. 2 changes for Chelsea. It's Sanchez, James, Mamadou Sarr making his first start. Chalobah, Hato, Caicedo, Andre Santos, Palmer, Fernandes, Neto and João Pedro. So Arsenal are going to get this underway and they're kicking from right to left. And the ball goes immediately back to Raya, all in yellow this afternoon. But Arsenal will settle into possession straight away. Ball sent long, headed away by Mamadou Sarr. A really young centre-back, was on loan at Strasbourg under Liam Rosenior last year, so he knows him well. His first start in the Premier League, away at the league leaders in a London derby. It's going to be a big game for him as João Pedro tries to release Palmer on the left-hand side. That's going to go out of play for a throw-in to the home side as the first minute has gone here at the Emirates. Throw-in taken short by Timber, and that'll be at the feet of Saliba. That very familiar back four for Arsenal in recent times as Hincapie knocks it up the line. That's a loose ball towards Trossard, and right in front of Liam Rosenior, Chelsea will win the throw-in. It's taken by captain Reece James and back to Chalobah, who's immediately giving touches for Mamadou Sarr, left-footed centre-back. As already mentioned, the young Senegalese was with Strasbourg under Liam Rosenior last year. Massive game for him here, but did play the AFCON final, all 120 minutes of it in that win for Senegal.
Big up to Super Arsenal One. Say, come on, you Gunners.
On the right hand side, João Pedro
Let's go.
battling with Gabriel. No foul given, much to the amusement of João Pedro. Today's match official is Darren England in the middle. Last time he refereed both these sides, they both won.
Here we go. Rooting for Blues.
Blues.
Come on, Brooklyn. Come on.
Chelsea also being sent off in that game, so
Come on.
to make amends this afternoon.
Oh, really?
Raya has
This is
it
what
in
it
the
is,
back
man.
line. He plays it out to Gabriel, who sends it forward towards Trossard, and he drifts in field and then tries to spin out to the right hand side. That's been cut out by Reece James, who followed him, but Arsenal do keep the ball with Saka over on the right hand side, captain this afternoon. Ball switched over to the left hand side where Hincapie finds Eze. Another 2 goals for him in last weekend's North London derby. Takes him up to 6 for the season now. 5 of those coming against Tottenham. They'll be pleased to see the back of him for the rest of this season, I'm sure. Declan Rice dropping deep, and Arsenal happy just to try and keep possession. Chelsea with a light press at the moment. Arsenal working between Saliba and Gabriel. Gabriel, they'll see a big talking point in last week's win. That push from Kola Mawani before he thought he'd made it 2-2. A big talking point this week, so I'm sure there'll be some similar conversations that go through to Robert Sam on his chest, but the second ball is won by Hincapié, the Ecuadorian. 4 starts in a row now for Pierre Hincapié. He managed to get a goal in one of those as well in that 2-2 long ball cut out by Chalobah, and Chelsea will have possession in the midfield before again goes back to Mamadou Sarr, 20 years of age, making his first Premier League start. He's happy just to knock that back to Robert Sanchez, who's under pressure from Gyökeres, and that very nearly gave Arsenal a very easy goal. Gyökeres caught Sanchez on the end zone area, and luckily Chelsea. Still, they go back to Sanchez once more, and I'm sure he'll be pressed a little bit higher this time. Tries to drill it out to the left-hand side, and that will find Enzo Fernandez, who plays it into Cole Palmer. A couple of step-overs, leads Zubimendi on the floor, and then he will manage to get inside the Arsenal half. Nothing on the centre.
Come on.
Will be disappointed to not hit the target. Poor footwork from Robert Sanchez. Gyökeres was quick to jump on. Disaster for Chelsea. Goal kick taken short, and it's out to the left-hand side where Gabriel takes a couple of touches and drives forward and then puts it into the channel for Gyökeres to control. He finds Hincapié on this left-hand side, who knocks it back to Chelsea or Robert Sanchez in the end. Ball always going up and over. As Zubimendi leaning back. Goal kick taken short by Robert Sanchez to Sarr, who finds Hato. It's a very young and inexperienced left side of that defence, and they give it away straight to Jurien Timber, who finds Trossard, who's placed into the middle of the pitch. He's going to drive towards the area, gets a shot away, and it's blocked. And Chelsea will bring it clear, and there's an opportunity to break, but a really good interception from Hincapié stops that counter-attack, and now Arsenal will come forward with Declan Rice. Rice finds Gabriel, who plays it into Trossard. There's a strong tackle in there from Caicedo. Chelsea will have the ball. Reece James plays it out to the right-hand side where João Pedro knocks it back to Pedro Neto. Neto on halfway, not going anywhere, so just turns around and gives it to Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah played all but 1 Premier League games this season. Been a very consistent player in a Chelsea side that changes very frequently. Today's 2 changes in the starting 11 for Chelsea take it up to 90 inside the 28 games that they've played, which is the most of any side by quite some way as well. It's also a squad that's had the average youngest set of players. Chalobah at 26, slightly older than the average, but he is a very consistent player for this Chelsea side. And it's him who knocks the ball back to Sanchez, who takes a couple of touches, and he'll find Enzo Fernandez, who's in space in his own half. He'll play a long ball up towards the left-hand side. It will find Cole Palmer, who's going to drive towards the box. Still goes in on the left-hand side. He's been shifted out by Saliba. Finds Hato in support, who then plays it back to Hernandez, who's clattered in the tackle by Saka. And that will be a free kick on the 9th minute for Chelsea.
Oh my, Chelsea are knocking the door. Holy.
Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. A couple of half chances both sides, but unable to hit the target. Chelsea nearly played themselves into trouble early doors. So, free kick left of the area. About 35 yards from goal, it's going to be Pedro Neto standing over it. Reece James has just come over to join the conversation. Both Sarr and Chalobah have been sent forward by Chelsea. It's going to be Pedro Neto to deliver as James. Mamadou Sarr tried to turn it goalwards and ended up slicing it away. Probably wasn't expecting it to fall to him there. And that is an opportunity for the away side. Managed to lose his man, I'm not sure who was marking him. To turn it towards the goal from 6 yards out. Saliba, after the short kick, takes it long ball towards Gyökeres, who can't bring it down. There's plenty of space, Gyökeres. I'm not sure whether he would have been offside, but they'll go out of play for a goal kick. Both sides look to be ready to attack each other. Should be a cracking game. Emirates only lost 2 games as Chelsea manager since taking over mid-January. They've both been to Arsenal in that EPL Cup semi-final. Unbeaten in the Premier League and Champions League so far, Emirates. Enzo Fernandez under a bit of pressure, but he's going to get a free kick off of Zubamendi. Home fans not agreeing with that one.
Waiting for a goal. Super Arsenal one said Gyökeres. Hat-trick.
Free kick inside the Chelsea half, and strangely they take it backwards to keeper Robert Sanchez. Sanchez under pressure from Gyökeres again, goes to the left-hand side where the youngster Sarr gets caught in possession, and luckily it bounces into the hands of Robert Sanchez. Chelsea playing a dangerous game at the back. This time it's rolled out to Chalobah, who finds James just inside his own half, and Chelsea then break forward. A flick from Palmer towards João Pedro has been cut out, but Chelsea swamp the midfield and try and win the ball back as a late challenge by João Pedro on Zubamendi, but Arsenal away on the right-hand side with Timber. Timber takes his time and then just chops it back into Declan Rice in the centre circle, who finds Gabriel on the halfway line. Every Chelsea player back behind the ball as we speak, as Gabriel comes over the halfway line and drills the ball into Gyökeres, who tries to flick it first time around the corner, but it's been cut out by Andre Santos, and that will spring a Chelsea counter-attack as Palmer comes forward. And did have Pedro ahead of him, and Neto chose to just keep possession in the centre circle, tackled by Zubamendi, and Arsenal come forward. Long ball finds Eze, but he misses his touch, and Santos can find Cole Palmer on the left-hand side, and he will stretch his legs and break towards the box, gets level with the edge of the area. He's got a couple of men inside the box and he wishes to use it. He's been held up at the moment. Finds Hato in support as Chelsea end up all the way back with possession still, but now inside the centre circle. Andre Santos plays it over to the right side where Caicedo takes it on, comes forward and then finds Pedro Neto, but they trade a 1-2. Drilled out to the right-hand side, and it's ball down on the chest of Neto. Finds Reece James, who shifts out his feet, delivers the ball early into the box. It's a good one. No one on the end of it, and they'll go out and play for goal kick. Good pace and action on that cross. "14 minutes gone at the Emirates. It's 0-0. Chelsea trying to stop this short pass from Raya, but Raya does find. He's back to goal, so has to return it to David Raya. Trossard takes it over inside the penalty area, gives out to Timber on the right-hand side. Then then it's sent long by Saliba, and that'll be cut out by Santos, but it does spin to Eze, and Arsenal can try and break. As Eze shoots from distance, saw the keeper off his line, and Sanchez can pat it down in the end and pick it up on the second, but good invention from Emirates Eze. Reece James with the ball at the back. Plays it back to Robert Sanchez. Chalobah inside the box, still getting pressed by Victor Gyökeres, who's already had success catching Chelsea out of possession a couple of times. Ball sent long to João Pedro, who's flattened by Gabriel, and this time it will be a free kick to Chelsea inside the centre circle. It's going to be a battle that we see a lot of today, João Pedro and Gabriel. Just seeing pictures of Eze's attempt from the halfway line. It probably ended up going behind for a corner, so Robert Sanchez can count himself a little bit lucky there, but the assistant referee was miles away from it after the attempt from halfway. Sanchez drills it long out towards the left-hand side, and João Pedro can bring it down on his chest. He's got Gabriel sticking to him like glue and wins a throw-in just inside the Arsenal half. Senior in a frustrated pose on the edge of his technical area, arms folded. He will be
It's a good game, man. But I want that goal, man. I'm very anxious.
Seem to be attacking well when they can get the ball into João Pedro. End up having more possession so far than Arsenal as Sanchez slips on his kick, and Declan Rice can find Saka over on the right hand side, who's level with the edge of the area, comes in on his left foot, plays it into Gyökeres, who turns it around the corner, and they'll go to play for a goal kick. Sanchez on a couple of occasions being called out at the back already, only 17 minutes gone. That will definitely be an avenue that Arsenal will look to explore. Still they go short again as Sarr trips into Caicedo, then it's with Joel Hato at left back, who cleverly finds Chalobah. Now Chelsea will come forward as that pass finds Cole Palmer, who's inside the Arsenal half. Plenty of space, he's going to run into it. Finds Neto out wide, level the edge of the area, puts on his left foot, clips it in towards the back post, and that's going to be let go by everyone. That'll be a corner. He's obviously taken the deflection. Not sure the Arsenal defence saw that deflection because they just let it roll out. The opportunity for Chelsea to put the ball into the box. Have scored 9 goals from corners this season already. It will be Reece James, the Chelsea captain, right down in front of the Chelsea support. The right-footed in swinger. Forward he comes and clips it in. It's right on top of the keeper, and it's ended up going behind, and that will be a goal kick. Whipped in with pace, but no one really there, and Arsenal just let it shepherd out, and it ended up going into the side netting. Full come Arsenal with Saka on the right hand side, gets down towards level with the edge of the area, but good tackle from Hato, and the ball spins out to Timber. Arsenal still on the attack with Saka, who goes down under a tackle, but won fairly by Santos, so then clips over to the right hand side, but headed away by Hincapié, and Arsenal find themselves back in possession in the centre circle. Declan Rice spreads it over to the left-hand side where Trossard finds himself on the halfway line. Saliba finds Gabriel as Arsenal just remain patient. Try and pass from left to right and then right to left in the back line. And Timber then finds Gyökeres, who's dropped deep, and he plays into Saka, who knocks it down the line for Timber to run onto. And there's an opportunity here for Arsenal. Ball delivered in, cannons off of the stomach of Enzo Fernandez, now be behind for a corner. Arsenal's first opportunity. His side have scored the most goals from set pieces. 19 in total in the Premier League, 14 of those from corners. They'll have time to set this one up as Enzo Fernandez is still on the deck after being struck in the stomach. So, corner from the far side. We are in swinger from Saka. Saliba forward, Gabriel forward. Gyökeres right on top of the keeper. Timber, Hincapié and Zubimendi towards the back post. Still we wait as Saka now raises his arm and then comes forward, delivers it in towards the back post. It's going to be headed back and in the back of the net from Saliba. He hasn't scored in an awfully long time, but this one might be a crucial one. His first goal since December 2024. And it's another goal from a corner from Arsenal. It was delivered all the way to the back, headed across.
William Saliba.
In a group of players by Hincapié and then turned in by Saliba from only a couple of yards out. So many players in front of the keeper.
Yes, Arsenal won. Let's
again.
go.
It was a deep delivery from Saka. It ended up being Gabriel who could turn it back, and it's actually come off Mamadou Sarr last. It depends whether Saliba's effort was going to be deemed to be on target. I think it was. It would be a very harsh own goal if the Premier League give it that way. But Arsenal won't care. Big game for them here after City closed the gap. And they find themselves in front. William Saliba's first goal of the season. 22 minutes gone.
The 2 minutes and we're up.
There's always going to potentially be a set piece to open this game up with.
Big one from Saliba.
This season.
I see ya.
Chelsea now need to try and hit back. They will take some joy in the fact that they know that Arsenal have given away leads a couple of times in the last month or so. Sanchez spins it out to the right side. It's a poor ball. Ends up with Reece James in the end, but Hincapié can steal it away as Trossard returns the ball to Gabriel. Hit forward into the chest of Gyökeres, who finds Rice. Then Hincapié and plays it into Declan Rice on the left-hand side. Whips the ball in. It's going to be cleared away and only behind by Sarr for another corner. Chelsea might be in for a set-piece barrage here. Declan Rice from this near side to take the corner. Looks to be a similar setup as before. Plenty of players at the back post, but delivered from the other side this time as Rice raises his arm and swings it in. This time it's more central, headed away by Chalobah. Good distance on that. Be picked up by Eze on the halfway line. He plays it back to David Raya, who's all the way up on halfway as well. He clips it out to Gabriel, who's all the way on the right wing, still forward from this corner. Back to Timber, who finds the centre-back Gabriel again, high up the pitch on the right-hand side. And Arsenal just decide to keep possession rather than put it into the box, and Eze picks it up just outside the centre circle. Gabriel making his way back now. Hincapié, who's taking on that centre-back position whilst Gabriel is forward, finds Saliba, who Clips it into Eze, and then he flicks it over his shoulder. Saka to chase, but far too much on that. That'll go through to the keeper. Ball sent forward and headed away. Finds Reece James on the right-hand side. Plays it into Pedro Neto, who will run forward into the Arsenal half. Finds Caicedo and then back to Pedro Neto. Neto twisting and turning. Finds Caicedo again. Arsenal with everyone back. A good 40 yards from their goal. Chelsea all the way back on the halfway line now, under a little bit of pressure as Mamadou Sarr goes forward and finds Cole Palmer, who gets away from Declan Rice. Drifts over to the left-hand side and plays it out to Hato, who's far forward. Tackle from Timber, but ball will break back to Chelsea. Good period of possession for the away side as Enzo Fernandez drifts forward and finds the feet of João Pedro, but he's been crowded out and Arsenal will come away. There's a foul in there by Caicedo. Shakes his head at Darren England.
Nice. Come on, you Gunners.
So free kick to Arsenal midway inside their own half. Emirates here in deep discussions on the bench with Callum McFarlane, who stayed on as part of the Chelsea first team management squad now, after doing those 2 games as interim after Enzo Maresca lost his job in December. Kick taken long by Saliba to the back of Saka, then he managed to control it and then finds Timber on the overlap, and he'll get to a position where he can cut the ball back for Eze, and Caicedo in the nick of time gets in and steals the ball away, and this could lead to a Chelsea counter-attack if Pedro Neto can keep it in. He can't, and good space for the Portuguese winger on the right-hand side there, but the ball just skidding off this Emirates surface and out of play. Sends into the box and it's headed away by Reece James. Saliba lets that bounce and will be under a bit of pressure from Cole Palmer. Goes down under the tackle. That'll be a free kick on the halfway line for Arsenal.
Kasi Brooklyn Adasa says Saliba has scored a salivating goal. Sweet goal.
On the right hand side, and then finds Saka, who's stuck to the byline, cuts inside and goes inside João Hato to the edge of the area. Finds Declan Rice is going to shoot first time.
Anyway, come on, you Gunners.
Who has got 4
No. Come on, you Gunners.
It's high and wide. Give Saka, his captain, a big round of applause for the efforts.
Come on, you Gunners. What blues?
Unfortunately, Declan Rice from 25 yards out, not able to hit the target. Chelsea maintain this short goal kick routine as into Sarr, who clips it forward and it will just land at the feet of Saliba on the halfway line. A man whose first goal of the season separates the sides after the 22 minutes gone. Chelsea with all their players back inside their own half as Arsenal just play it across the back line. It's Gabriel who will take it forward and knocks into Gyökeres, who tries to spin a ball in behind for Declan Rice to run onto, but he lost his footing. So Chelsea come away on the left-hand side with João Hato, whose pass to Santos is a poor one. That gives possession away. Chelsea's been a little bit sloppy in possession when needed. Saka picks it up and he'll run at Mamadou Sarr, who's come over to that far side. Slow progress from the Arsenal captain. Ball ends up back with Saka as he runs again and tries to get back on that left foot, and it's cleared away over to the right side. Comes off of Pedro Neto, and that'll be a throw into Arsenal as the clock ticks over to 30 minutes gone. Mikel Arteta as animated as ever in his technical area. Pinkabay takes the throw back to Rice on halfway. Under a little bit of pressure from Andre Santos, so Arsenal end up working back towards their own box with Gabriel. João Pedro putting a little bit of pressure on David Raya, but it's easily very nearly for Arsenal made a mistake. Zubamendi and João Pedro put even more pressure on David Raya, who had to just slice it away. That'll be an attacking throw for Chelsea in the end. Both teams desperate to play out from the back and causing each other some problems by doing so. Ball is with
Come on,
the
Gunners.
halfway line.
Let's
He
go.
Reece James, who's
Super let's go. Another goal, please.
Chelsea have an attacking throw in down by the corner flag and now end up with the ball at the feet of Robert Sanchez, as the way that these sides want to keep possession. Cole Palmer tries to take it away from Saliba. He's overrun it, and that'll be clipped into the channel for Trossard to chase, but Chalobah gets there first, but can only find Gyökeres as Arsenal come forward. Ball in towards Eze, he's been cut out, and Chelsea can now try and spring attack through Reece James. Fires it over to the left-hand side where Caicedo brings it over the halfway line. Finds Hato, and then he plays it out to João Pedro, who's out on the left wing at the moment. Enzo Fernandez takes it up and ends up drifting infield. Arsenal with players back now, but Reece James in a central position. Plays the ball into João Pedro, and he can't keep possession, and Arsenal will come away through Trossard. Trossard up towards the halfway line and goes past Andre Santos with ease and keeps going, and it's got Gyökeres to his left, Rice to his right, gets to the edge of the area, plays it across to Eze, breaks into the box. There's a good tackle in the end by Caicedo.
Oh my God.
The game can be a little bit stretched when both sides want it to be. Chelsea come up towards the halfway line now with Pedro Neto. Falls backwards and just decides to keep possession through Chalobah, and then Who's under pressure from Rice and spins it over to the right side where he finds his captain Reece James. Still very slow build up for Chelsea, just keeping the ball inside their own half. Ends up back at the feet of Robert Sanchez again, who decides to go long this time, and it will be Gabriel and Pedro go to battle, and it's Gabriel that wins it, and that header will roll all the way through back to where it's just come from, at the feet of Robert Sanchez. We've got a stoppage of play here as Cole Palmer is sat on the halfway line, head between his knees. Doesn't look overly good for the England international. He's had plenty of injuries this year, really struggled. Has found his goal scoring boots recently. 4 goals in his last 3 games. 3 of those have been penalties. He got that hat-trick away at Wolves, but he's gone down here with no one near him. So you just hope that this isn't going to be a reoccurrence of that injury that he's had. Having some work done on his right leg by the medical staff. Chelsea have options on the bench if they do need to use them. That attacking area. The likes of Garnacho, Liam Delap, Mark Hugh, they want to use them. Palmer, 8 Premier League goals for the season. Hasn't quite hit the heights of the last 2 years where he's had 22 and then 15. As mentioned, the 23-year-old has been picking up more injuries in this season. He's found that very frustrating. But when he hit that first half hat-trick a couple of games ago at Wolves, then another one, things might be looking up, but he seems to be moving okay. He's been brought over to the near side, obviously he's had treatment, so hopefully we will see him come back on. All sent long by Sanchez and returned by Eber into the feet of Saka, who's got Sarr and Hato working away out of him, so he just knocks it back to Zubimendi and then Declan Rice in the midfield. Forward comes Gabriel to the halfway line, finds Trossard, he gives it away to Cole Palmer, who's now back on the pitch, and João Pedro will try and break away, finds Cole Palmer ahead of him, but so many bodies back for Arsenal. Chelsea do keep possession, but it's all been slowed up as João Pedro runs over to the left-hand side. Plays it back to the young Dutch fullback Jorge Hato. Chelsea switches over to the right-hand side where captain Reece James finds Pedro Neto. He's going to run at Tinkerpe. He goes on the outside and can't lose his man, but clips the ball into the box where he does find Cole Palmer. But good tackle from Declan Rice. And
Nice.
Cole Palmer hops away from
Declan Rice. Good defense.
Arsenal as Caicedo tries to win it off of Trossard and then goes to ground. Play on, says the referee. And Declan Rice just smashes it forward. There'll be a foot race here between Chalobah and Gyökeres. Gyökeres gets it and brings it into the box on the left-hand side. Waiting for support, twists and turns, gets on his right foot. His shot is blocked. Falls at the feet of Saka, who finds Timber. Timber goes past one and can't go past the other. And the ball ends up rolling into the hands of Robert Sanchez. A good break from the league leaders. Gyökeres just did everything he could to try and get on his right foot. Would have been a very similar attempt to that second goal he scored in the North London derby last week. A good defending from Trevor Chalobah. Ball with Pedro Neto on this right-hand side. Going to run at Saliba. Finds Reece James. Into the feet of Cole Palmer. Loose touch from João Pedro, but still one back by Chelsea. Fernandes. Out to Hato, who's high up the pitch on the left-hand side. Fernandes falls backwards, so can only find Caicedo in the centre of the park. Plays it out right to Chalobah. Every Arsenal player 40 yards from their goal. Trying to make this as difficult as possible for Chelsea. Chelsea end up losing it through Pedro Neto as Hincapié brings it over the halfway line. He's only got Gyökeres ahead of him, so waits for support.
Come on,
Now plays it to
Gyökeres.
Trossard. It flicks it back to Hincapié. Gets level with the edge of the area, delivers the ball in. It's going to cannon off Chalobah, and they'll be behind for a corner.
Corner for Arsenal.
And they'll be on this near side, so it'll be a Declan Rice in swinger. Chelsea just unable to pick their way through. So the usual suspects forward, Saliba already on the score sheet, Gabriel who will claim the assist. It's Declan Rice who will deliver the corner. Left arm raised as he comes forward and swings it in near post. It's cleared away by Cole Palmer. That'll go straight out of play for a throw-in. Delay here, and down England's pointing to his watch as Hincapié is taking his time to come over and take the throw-in. Ball above his head as he still waits to take this throw. Not much movement from his Arsenal teammates. Ends up throwing it down the line to Declan Rice, who's right down by the corner. finds Hincapié, tries to clip it past Andre Santos, and it'll be a free kick to Chelsea. Caicedo ends up shoving Hincapié in the back. Tempers flaring a little bit between the two. Down in England just asking Hincapié to come over. Just indicates no more between the two. Chelsea feeling that Hincapié is doing his best to waste as much time as possible in that situation, but 40 minutes on the watch, it's still Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0 here at the Emirates. Arsenal looking to go back to 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League. They would have played a game more, however, than Manchester City. Ball into the Arsenal half as a thumping tackle in there from Andre Santos, and that sends the ball forward into the Arsenal box, but cleared away by Hincapié, but straight into the hands of Liam Rosina in his technical area. Throwing taken to Caicedo, who's under pressure from Declan Rice, so he's forced backwards and then has to knock that all the way back to Robert Sanchez. Sanchez drills the ball into the feet of Cole Palmer and inside his own half, gets onto his left foot, and he will find Hato high up on the left-hand side. Gives it to Fernandez, who tries to play it into the feet of João Pedro, and it's just not clicked for Chelsea. Good sliding tackle from Caicedo to win the ball back, and Chelsea have it with Cole Palmer, level with the edge of the area on the left-hand side, plays it down the line for Enzo Fernandez. That's a really poor ball from Cole Palmer. Now go out and play for a goal kick. Chelsea just finding themselves with good possession, but really unable to find that final ball in the last third. Both managers stood on the edge of their technical area. So we have 3 minutes left of the 45. We'll see what will be a little bit of added time as well. Long ball from Raya this time as it's then flicked on by Declan Rice, but Hato can hook it away, but picked up by Timber on the right-hand side. Finds Zubamendi, who plays it into the centre circle for Gabriel. Also end up back in their own half now. But Saliba will look up and send it long for Saka to chase, headed up in the air, and the second ball will be picked up by Arsenal. It's bouncing around, and Chalobah can then half get it clear, and then Caicedo releases Enzo Fernandez, who plays a long ball out to the left-hand side, and Cole Palmer can run at Saliba. Cole Palmer gets to level with the edge of the area on the left-hand side, now by the corner of the box. 2 players for company, so he plays it back to Andre Santos, but it's a poor touch from the Brazilian midfielder. Chelsea give away possession again, and Arsenal spring a counter-attack. Gyökeres gets to the edge of the area, tries to go past Chalobah, who holds him up. Chalobah then slides in, and Gyökeres goes down. Nothing given. Some choice words from Chalobah to the Swedish striker. And now Chelsea try and spring forward on the left-hand side. Hato inside the Arsenal half. Plays it down the line for Neto, who gets to the edge of the area, shoots, and it's going to cannon off of Hincapié and be behind for a corner. Chalobah still deep in discussion with Victor Gyökeres. Chalobah did well in the one-on-one situation, then jumped in whilst on the floor to poke the ball away. There was a little bit of contact on Gyökeres, but not enough to send the big Swede down. A bit of a risky tackle from the English centre-back. So corner over on the far side will be taken by Reece James. Plenty of players inside the 6-yard box, all wrestling each other. The ball comes in, it's flicked towards goal, and it's a good save from David Raya.
Nice.
Raya feels he's been fouled as well.
Nice. Big defense.
Raya stayed down, holding his foot as there will be another corner. João Pedro was on the floor as the ball came in. Ended up being flicked on by Joro Hato. There's a Strong right arm away from the Spanish keeper in a group of players. That definitely was going in. It's a good save. Hato, who hasn't scored for his new club yet. Very close to equalising and breaking the deadlock for Chelsea. Looks like it might have even flicked off the arm of Declan Rice. I'm not sure whether there will be a VAR check for this one. Still waiting for the corner to be taken because Gavin Ray has stayed down. We're back up and ready, so it's going to be another corner from that far side where Reece James will come forward, and actually Darren England's asked him to wait because the crowd of players in front of the keeper. He's putting Mamadou Sarr forward and Zubamendi to have a conversation. We've got 3 minutes added on as the clock has ticked over the 45 minutes. Seen plenty of replays of the Hato and Declan Rice situations. Looks like it has come off of Declan Rice's elbow as they both went up for the header. So no penalty given by Darren England. This ball comes in, and this time it is in the back of the net. And I think it's an own goal. Reece James wheels away. The corner was whipped into the 6-yard box with pace in at the near post. And it's ended up being turned into his own net by Pierre Henkepe, I believe. Crowd of players again inside that 6-yard box. So difficult to defend and see. But both goals scored in this game coming from corners. 15th one for Arsenal, the 10th goal from a corner for Chelsea. And we're back level at the Emirates just before half-time. It's an own goal from the Ecuadorian. Trying to get a header away at the near post and ends up flicking it back into the side netting at the far side. And we're back locked at 1-1 in this London derby. Chelsea scoring just before half-time. An own goal from Pierre Henkepe. And we have parity here at the Emirates. Arsenal get themselves back in the way as the ball goes to Raya, who sends it immediately forward and up long towards Gyökeres. He brings it down on his chest and finds Saka on the right-hand side. Tackle from Hato ends up going out of play, so it'll be a throw into Arsenal. Declan Rice taking on the throw, drying the ball with the towel. 3 minutes are up. Obviously, the goal was scored in that additional time, so we're going to have a little bit added on. Darren England is asking Declan Rice to move back a little bit, but Saliba's forward, Gabriel both pretty much on the goal line. So we still wait for this throw. Gyökeres forward as well, of course, as the ball comes in, and it's going to be headed behind. No, it's kept in the end and then hooked away by Enzo Fernandez. Gets up towards the halfway line where Henkepe is on his own. Returns it to Raya, who launches it forward first time down the left-hand side. Headed on by Gabriel, but flicked away by Reece James. There's a shove between Pedro Neto and Gyökeres, but Arsenal keep possession. Ball with Declan Rice on the right-hand side, who lifts it into the area first time. Headed away by Reece James again. Chelsea can't get it clear. And then there's a free kick given. Studs raised by Leandro Trossard. Darren.
Oh my God. Arsenal, we are cooked.
Taken by Chelsea. It will be Liam Rossini who will be the happier of the two managers if the score remains 1-1 at half-time. The Chelsea side haven't been able to create too much in the final third, but have plenty of possession. Long ball from Sanchez towards João Pedro. Flicks that wide for Pedro Neto, but he drags down Leandro Trossard, and that'll be a free kick. And in fact, it will be half time. So 1-1 the scoreline here at the Emirates. Battle between two London clubs. Arsenal looking to try and restore their lead at the top of the Premier League to 5 points. Chelsea trying to keep up pace with Manchester United and Liverpool in the race for European places. Both goals in the game coming from corners. Arsenal scoring their 15th goal of the season from a corner. It was William Saliba turning in a header from Gabriel to make it 1-0 in the 21st minute. And then just before half-time, Chelsea managed to get themselves back level. A whipped-in corner from Reece James towards the near post came off the head of Pierre. Chelsea will not mind as they get themselves in at half-time level. Join us again for the second half in about 15 minutes' time here on Flash Score. Half-time in the Emirates, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1. See you shortly.
Holy. I don't know what's wrong with Arsenal, man, if you ask me. What's wrong with Arsenal? Can't we just beat Chelsea? Many goals. I don't like the way goals are being conceded, man. I don't like it. I hope the second half will be much better than this. This first half, anyway, big up to William Saliba, man. William Saliba has done something. Brooklyn was saying someone has told her to edit Saliba's has been scored, has scored a salivating goal. Yeah, you should do that, man. But right now we are still just 1-1, just like 0-0. And to be honest, this is not what I want, man. I want Arsenal to win. I want Arsenal to win this match. So let's wait for the second half and see what will happen. Hope we're gonna win this second half, man. And winning by far. Because the way we are playing, I don't like it, to be honest. I truly don't like it. Now Man City, they are so happy right about now. Man City are so happy, if you ask me. Man City are very, 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 very happy. God damn. God damn. 8 votes are in. Big up to everyone who has voted. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Big up to everyone who has voted. Yes, it's at 88%, man. Big up to every Arsenal fan in the building. Big up to every Arsenal fan in the building, man. Piero Hincapi just gave them a goal. Piero Hincapi. Holy. Can't believe this, man. Hincapi was up. Anyway, let's get to the stats. Gonna see was Chelsea's leading on the ball possession. Crazy. Crazy. Chelsea's leading with 58% while Arsenal 42%. Total shots, Arsenal 7, Chelsea 2. Can see Chelsea are poor on that. Very poor on that. Shots on target, Arsenal with 2. Chelsea nil. We've even given them an own goal. Crazy, man. A to the B, are you there? A to the B, my boy. Guess the second half is about to start right about now. Right about now, the second half is gonna start. I can't believe it. Pero Hincapié just gave Chelsea an own goal, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Let's wait for the second half. Holy.
Welcome to our audio commentary coverage. This broadcast is not an official product of this competition.
The second half is in. Let's get back to it.
Welcome back to the Emirates Stadium, where we are ready for the second half here in this London derby between Arsenal and Chelsea. Arsenal looking to try and extend their lead at the top of the Premier League. Chelsea doing their best to keep up with Manchester United and Liverpool, who have both won this weekend. 1-1 at half-time, tale of two set pieces. Saliba scoring for Arsenal from a corner, and then an own goal from Piero Hincapié as Chelsea gets back underway, shooting from right to left.
Man.
Sanchez this time clearing long up towards João Pedro, who gives away a foul in a battle against Leandro Trossard. Arsenal unchanged from their win against Tottenham last weekend. Chelsea making 2 changes this afternoon, but no changes at half-time as Chelsea play their way out from the back as Reece James comes forward. He's been checked by Leandro Trossard, so the ball goes into Andre Santos in front of his own penalty box. Back to Mamadou Sarr making his first Premier League start. Can't get the ball clear as Chelsea give away a throw-in for Arsenal in attacking position on this right-hand side. Throw taken back to goalscorer William Saliba. Pass into the centre circle for his
To be Sinoli say chaos.
centre-back
It's
partner Gabriel.
chaotic, man.
Chelsea pressing the Arsenal defence, so Saliba now back in front of his own penalty area. All the way back to David Raya, who decides to swing that long up towards Saka on the right-hand side. As header won by Jarrell Hato, the young left back, and he finds Sarr, who plays a direct ball into João Pedro, but he would have been offside, so he's going to let that roll through to Gabriel. Gabriel knocks the ball back to David Raya, who decides to go long again, a change of tactic for Arsenal up towards Gyökeres. He brings it down on his chest, but Caicedo steals it away from the Swede. Chelsea will play it along their back line with Reece James, whose corner led to the own goal. He goes long into the right channel for Enzo Fernandez, but once more that goes out of play for a throw-in over on that left-hand side. Theme of the first half was Chelsea unable to really make anything stick in the final third. they'll be looking to change that in this second half as Eze comes over the halfway line for Arsenal. Under pressure from Caicedo, goes to the ground. That'll be a free kick for the home side. Eze just standing over the ball and decides to walk on and leave that one for Zubimendi. Zubimendi runs up and clips it long into the right channel where Jurrien Timber will battle Hato for it, but the Dutch defender lets that roll over play for a goal kick. Hato back in favour, hasn't started a Premier League game since that win for Chelsea against West Ham last month. Chelsea found was 2-0 down at half-time, and the Emirates rang the changes, 4 of them at half-time, and Chelsea ended up winning in the last minutes with an Enzo Fernandez goal to win 3-2. Chelsea try and play their way out of the back, and they play themselves into trouble again as Saka goes down. It'll be a free kick for Arsenal.
Nice.
Arsenal have been the side to go long when they need to. Chelsea almost refusing to do so. And Arsenal's press winning the ball back, and there'll be a free kick about 40 yards from goal. Over on this right-hand side. Declan Rice straight over to stand over the ball. Chelsea's defence just inside their penalty box for the defensive line. Saliba, Gabriel forward once more. Ball ends up going short out to the right side for Captain Saka. Comes back in field to Eze, tries to drill a pass in, but it's being cleared away, but only back to the former Crystal Palace man. And finds Saliba, who's managed to make way back after the free kick. Saka spins away from Hato into the centre of the field. Gets a shot away, takes a deflection, it's going to bounce through to Timber, but palmed away by Sanchez, and then there's an attempt on goal. Sanchez was backpedaling, an easy catch for the Spanish keeper. Timber stayed down after that collision with the goalie.
Noel is saying Bottling FC. Oh my god. Come on, chill.
And there was Gabriel who tried to hook it goalwards on the rebound. A flying punch from Robert Sanchez. Managing to get there before Jurrien Timber.
It's too early to call Arsenal a Bottling FC, man.
Sanchez does go on this time from the kick from his hands. It's going to bounce a couple of times, but Hinkapay can hook it away before Pedro Neto gets there. Reece James tries to win the ball back high up and does find João Pedro, who then plays it into Enzo Fernandez. He shoots from distance, is palmed away by David Raya, and they'll be out and behind for a corner. First real save that Raya's had to make. And it was Fernandez who hit it from about 25 yards all along the floor. Raya palmed it away on the right-hand side. Chelsea will have their first corner of the second half since scoring late in the first half from one. Chalobah forward. There's going to be Reece James again to come over from the far side and deliver this corner. Chelsea attacking the clock end in this second half, so away from their supports. Ball gets whipped in again into the near post, punched away by Raya. That will go back out for another corner. João Pedro stayed down, holding his head on the goal line, indicating he was caught by Raya. So many bodies in the 6-yard area. Does get a little bit of a thump on his head. Raya all in the process of punching the ball away, so nothing untoward there. João Hato just helping his Brazilian striker back to his feet. So we're ready for another corner from this near side once more. Must be at least 12 players inside the 6-yard box right in front of David Raya. Reece James holding his right arm aloft as he waits to deliver the ball. Steps in, this one's a little bit deeper and it's flicked on and is then headed towards goal by João Pedro, and it's a good save by David Raya. He sprints to the edge of his box and tries to bowl out overarm left-handed, and it's Darren England who blows his whistle and asks him to stop because there's a foul in the process. Raya takes it short in the end to Declan Rice. First opportunity for João Pedro in the game, really. Headed it goalwards. It ended up being a comfortable save for David Raya. Not too much power on the header as Arsenal come forward on the right-hand side. Jurin Timber cuts in field and finds Trossard, who delivers the ball back to Timber, but it's Arsenal who can't make it stick in the final third at the moment. That'll run out of play for a goal kick. The corner was flicked on by Chalobah and ends up falling it to the head of João Pedro, but heading it straight at the Spaniard David Raya. An easy save for the man who has the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season. Won't be getting another one this afternoon. 13 in 28 games for him. Ball flicked forward by Chelsea. That'll be knocked out of play for a throw-in on the halfway line for the side in blue. 54 minutes on the clock here. No goals since half-time. Arsenal, the home side, look to be readying a substitution. We'll bring that to you when we get it. Chelsea still playing their way out from the back as Sarr tries to knock it forward. It's going to be caught in possession as Gyökeres then picks it up in the penalty area. Plays it back into the box and Trossard tries to get a shot away and Reece James sticks to his task well. The Chelsea captain, he can hook it long for João Pedro to chase. Gets there ahead of Saliba. He gets a nudge and that'll be a free kick to Chelsea inside the Arsenal half.
Come on, Chelsea.
First free kick that João Pedro seems to have won off of that formidable defence of Saliba and Gabriel. Came from a long ball this time from Reece James into the channel. Yeah, shoulder in the back from Saliba on João Pedro. It's going to be Gabriel Martinelli who's getting ready, and he's going to replace
Martinelli is coming in. Big substitute there.
Trossard, who had a good first half of the season, hasn't actually scored in the Premier League since December now, and he will make way for Gabriel Martinelli. It'll be a straight swap over on that left-hand side. Disappointing numbers from Martinelli so far this season. Only one goal in the Premier League, but did get that hat-trick in the FA Cup against Portsmouth in January. And he'll be looking to try and turn that into some not scored. Swinging out right to Pedro Neto, who takes it on left-footed on this right-hand side. He's running at Hincapié, a couple of step-overs as he tries to get on the outside. Finds Reece James as a support, who whips it in. It's a dangerous ball, and Cole Palmer can't get on the end of it. And Chelsea will count that as a good opportunity. Fantastic delivery from Reece James. And it was flicked on by João Pedro and not being able to turn in by Cole Palmer. And the league leaders are being caught cold at the moment by the Champions League hopefuls of Chelsea. Arsenal with Gyökeres at halfway, gives the ball away to Reece James as Chelsea come forward on the right-hand side. João Pedro, plenty of Arsenal players now back, so ball goes into Caicedo, then Andre Santos in the centre circle. It was a 1-1 draw earlier in the season between these two at Stamford Bridge. Arsenal victorious in the two other games this season in the EPL Cup. But it's the away side who have started the second half better as Santos passes it back to Trevor Chalobah. Slow build up from Chelsea and they end up working their way all the way back to the keeper Robert Sanchez. Martinelli puts him under pressure as it's cleared away. Arsenal will try and regain possession, but it's Trevor Chalobah who steps in and wins the ball for Chelsea. Fernandez takes it over the halfway line over on the right-hand side, finds Neto outside of him, who comes in field, finds João Pedro, who's got space ahead of him, he'll run towards the penalty area. Plays down to Hato on the corner of the box, he delivers a ball in, it's going to flick off the timber. That'll be another corner for Chelsea.
Oh my
on this
God.
near side.
Chelsea are now attacking.
João Hato playing left
We
back,
are
but
done.
plenty of licence to go forward. With either Caicedo or Santos then coming into cover. He's finding quite a lot of space over on that left-hand side. So it'll be Captain Reece James once more to come over and deliver this corner. Most players around the penalty spot for this one before coming in towards the 6-yard line now as the ball gets delivered in on top of the keeper. There's a good play by David Raya. He sprints out to the edge of his area and rolls it out, and again Arsenal all away, and they're going to be frustrated because Darren England's blown his whistle once more because there's a foul as he was trying to release the ball, and it's Cole Palmer who's actually then picked up a yellow card as well for his troubles. He was wrestling Saka to the ground. So right in front of Darren England, he couldn't really not give it. So that'll be a yellow card for Cole Palmer. His 4th of the season. Seems to be moving okay after that earlier injury scare. Arteta in deep conversation with the clearly frustrated that on the last 2 occasions where Arsenal tried to break away quickly, Darren England has stopped play rather than let it go on. But Arsenal do have the ball inside the Chelsea half now with Gyökeres. He's playing in towards Martinelli. There's a well tackled by Mamadou Sarr, and Chelsea will come away again as Pedro Neto breaks away inside the Arsenal half. He's got Declan Rice with him. He comes in on his left foot to the corner of the box, finds João Pedro. Pedro twisting and turning, trying to find a bit of room. Does get a shot away, but it's high and wide from the Brazilian striker. 11 goals in the Premier League this season, but that one not threatening a 12th. Chelsea having more success in the first 15 minutes of this second half. 60 minutes on the watch here at the Emirates. Still 1-1 between these two London rivals as Saliba comes forward under pressure and plays it over the halfway line for Saka right in front of the dugouts. He's forced backwards by Mamadou Sarr. And Arsenal will try down the left-hand side this time with Gabriel before he then plays it into the centre circle with Declan Rice. Then Saliba. Saliba over to Rice again. Slow build-up play from the side that many are referring to as the champions-elect. As we get into the last few games of the season, but Saliba's been caught in possession by Cole Palmer, and he's going to break towards the box, and luckily for him, Zubimendi's there to help him out, but it will be the corner again for Chelsea.
Oh my God,
Chelsea! Arsenal this time that were caught dawdling at the back.
What?
A good press from Cole Palmer. Sprung the attack for Chelsea. Worryingly for Mikel Arteta's side, haven't really got going in the second half. Certainly be Liam Rosini the happier of the two at the moment as Reece James again on this near side comes over to deliver the corner. João Pedro on the 6-yard line, Mamadou Sarr right in front of the keeper. Chalobah trying to make his way into the 6-yard area as well. Plenty of players in as this one's delivered in towards the middle of the goal. It's headed away and that'll be a goal kick in the end. So many bodies in front of the keeper. It's come off João Pedro in the end, but Raya then this time sprints forward and sends it long up towards Saka, but Hato's played very well on this left-hand side to start the second half, wins it off of the Arsenal captain and returns it to his keeper.
Saka tonight?
Sanchez sends it long up towards the left-hand side, but it's plucked out the air by Julian Timber, and Arsenal have possession with Saliba, who opened the scoring in the 21st minute, his first goal of the season, his first since 2024 in the Premier League. He breaks over the halfway line, players ahead of him if he wants to use him. Uses Timber on the right-hand side, but he's been held up by Cole Palmer. So the ball ends up back in the centre circle with the Brazilian centre-back Gabriel. Finds Declan Rice, who's going to try and burst forward, but has to use Hincapié, whose unfortunate own goal levelled things up just before half-time. Martinelli, who's just come on, unable to move forward, so ball back on the halfway line again. Arsenal struggling to get through this Chelsea defence, but ball sent down towards Gyökeres on the left-hand side, but Reece James does brilliantly well up against the strong Swedish striker. And the English fullback wins a free kick down in front of the Chelsea fans away in that corner. 63 minutes gone, still 1-1 here.
Oh my God, 30 minutes remaining.
Chelsea take the kick short and it ends up with Sanchez, then Santos with his back to goal has to hook it forward. João Pedro wins the header and finds Pedro Neto, but he can't get the ball under control and Gabriel just lashes it away. That'll be a throw in midway inside their own half for Chelsea on that far side. Plenty of concerned faces at the moment in the Arsenal stands. They know that Man City had a difficult but good win last night against Leeds to narrow that gap, as there's going to be a free kick here for Arsenal, and Hato's going to tread the line carefully and potentially go in the book here. Yes, he will receive a yellow card from Darren England. First time that Timber's got the better of him really, and Hato pulls him down. That'll be a fourth yellow card for the 19-year-old. His first season in the Premier League. Since signing from Ajax in the summer. Pretty versatile player. Destined for big things. If you listen to the word coming out of Chelsea, he can either play centre-back or left-back, and been pretty advanced in many positions today. The free kick delivered from the right side by Declan Rice. So be swinging away from goal as it comes in towards the keeper, and he punches it up in the air and it's gone behind, and that will be a corner for Arsenal. Two Chelsea defenders hit the deck. It's a really dangerous ball from Declan Rice in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard area. The punch from Sanchez ended up spooning it over his own bar, but was able to deal with it. So in this battle of the set pieces, it will be Declan Rice to deliver over on the far side in front of the Chelsea fans, who I'm sure will be giving him a warm welcome. The ex-West Ham man. Saliba, Gyökeres wrestling with players in the 6-yard box. The ball comes in and it's going to be turned towards goal and in. Arsenal have another goal from a corner, and it's Sherian Timber who's turned it home. There's protest from Chelsea, but the Dutch fullback has his third goal of the season.
Yes.
Scored both of his previous goals in the 5-0 win at home to Leeds all the way back in August. But it's Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1 in the 66th minute.
Butlers might check this league down. Very nice.
Discussion in the Chelsea
2 goals to 1 now.
And on the bench. So it will be checked, I'm sure, as it always is. With so many players
so
around.
They want to disallow this goal. Come on.
Time.
Butlers.
In by Rice at speed, and Timber got away from his man and headed home from 3 yards out. Simple header for him. Doesn't look to be too much wrong with it for me. Sanchez not strong enough. And Arsenal are back in front.
Very nice. Very nice.
21st goal of the season in the league from set pieces. 2 today, 16 from corners.
We are back with our set pieces strategy.
And Arsenal have been second best in this second half find themselves back in front. Most importantly for them, as the score stays the same, they would find themselves 5 points clear again at the top after playing a game more. Pedro Neto has been yellow carded in the aftermath. The ball gets sent forward by Chelsea, but headed away by that man who's just scored, Jurien Timber. Eze wrestles Caicedo for it, but Caicedo ends up fouling Eberechi Eze just inside his own half. That'll be a free kick for Arsenal. As things stand, 4 games in the Premier League this afternoon, and it's the home side who have either won 2-1 or are winning 2-1. Will there be a 4th goal in this game? Saka attacks the Chelsea box on the right side. It's cleared away by Hato, and João Pedro will spin and release Pedro Neto on the right side. He's in a foot race with Declan Rice, who just gets there ahead of the Portuguese winger and then turns it back towards his keeper, and it's a really poor back pass. Now go out of play for a corner for Chelsea on the far side. Unusual for Declan Rice to give the ball away so cheaply. It'll be a Chelsea corner on the far side.
I hope it's not gonna be a goal again for Chelsea.
Cole Palmer to deliver this one. It'll be a left-footed in swinger. It comes towards the near post, headed away easily by Jurien Timber. Pedro Neto will chase after Martinelli as he tries to break forward over the halfway line. The Brazilian goes past him, and Neto's gone to ground and fouled him. And Darren England has blown the whistle, and he's gone to his pocket, and that is a second yellow card for Pedro Neto.
Very nice. Very nice.
And that will be a red card.
Can Sidnwell saying L2B Sidnwell saying never.
And Chelsea
looks like they are in love with the red cards.
Now have a 7th.
Very nice.
Pedro Neto is absolutely furious, but there was no need.
This is a good win tonight for us. No, let's go.
It's the first red card of the Premier League season for Neto, but the 7th.
Neto out.
Left down England with no choice really. Martinelli even helped him out, got back up to his feet and tried to run away. The yellow card for dissent after the goal was scored, and then a second yellow card for siding down Gabriel Martinelli. And Chelsea will play the remaining 20 minutes plus additional time away from home with 10 men, second red card in consecutive games.
It's over for Chelsea, man. Done.
In the 1-1 draw with Burnley. And what was already a difficult task has been made even harder. There was plenty of Chelsea players who were the one who was carded, and a silly decision from him to pull down Martinelli, who was trying to break away, results in him being sent off. Liam Rosenia looks a bit dejected in the technical area. Pedro Neto still arguing with the 4th official, who's trying to shepherd him down the tunnel. I think the Chelsea coaching staff now trying to wrestle him away as he's sent to the changing rooms. And what was looking like a good game between two sides here might end up falling into Chelsea having to provide a bit of smash and grab here if they can get something out of this game at the Emirates this afternoon. After that long delay, we're going to get a free kick from Declan Rice. It's been right-footed in swinger, so he's gone short to Martinelli, who finds Eze. the build-up. It's the fourth red card of the season that Darren England has given out. Chelsea are going to have to make some changes. There's a couple getting ready in the technical area. Ball sent long by Robert Sanchez rather than playing out from the back, and Chelsea will try and battle for it before Rice can hook it clear. And Gyökeres picks it up in the right attacking channel, holds the ball up and waits for reinforcements. Goes past Cole Palmer but can't go past Chalobah as Chelsea try and break free. Chalobah to Palmer on the left-hand side, who fires it into the midfield and gives it away, and Gyökeres picks it up and flicks it through to Saka.
Will you say that Gyökeres is now feeling like a prime man?
Nothing given, and Chelsea get away with it again as they give it away in their own half, as they've done so often already this
haters. Haters.
Pedro,
oh my goodness.
with the ball in the centre circle, and Chelsea just delay and wait for Arsenal to press as Chalobah turns around and gives it to Robert Sanchez on the edge of his area. He goes long again, but far too long for anyone to chase, and Gabriel just nod that back to his goalkeeper. Arsenal spring attack full speed, running past a couple of players, puts the ball into the box, but it's mocked away by Chalobah. And Caicedo finds Reece James, who plays it down the right-hand side for João Pedro inside his own half, goes down under a tackle.
2 goals,
That'll be a free kick,
not
and a yellow
enough.
card for Gabriel, who's demonstrating with Darren England saying it's his first foul. He'll pick up his third yellow card of the season. Did have a fistful of João Pedro's shirt. Brazilian on Brazilian. Both of those players pretty much a shoe-in for Brazil's World Cup squad in the summer, as Chelsea make some changes. Malo Gusto is going to come on for Jaro Hato on the left-hand side. And Lavia is going to come on for Andre Santos. Lavia has had so many injury issues. Was back on the bench last game against Burnley. Hasn't featured.
Chelsea are now making changes.
Since November. It's good to see.
I think they are going to come back and win. Oh, sorry, man. It's late for them to come and win. Why is my audio not coming out the way it should be?
The young Belgian back, and Arsenal are going to respond by making a couple of changes of their own, and it's going to be
Nice. Arsenal also making a change.
the young Belgian back, and Arsenal are going to respond by making a couple of changes of their own, and it's going to be
Who's coming in?
former Chelsea man Kai Havertz coming on to replace
Very nice. Kai Havertz.
Gyökeres. And we are also going to see all 4 competitions they are still involved in. So 15 minutes off for Declan Rice, and Christian Dorgard only his 5th Premier League appearance since signing from Brentford in the summer, comes on to replace it. Ball forward to João Pedro on the halfway line, having to hold off Gabriel, but ends up losing the ball, and Arsenal come away with it on the halfway line. Gabriel clips it down the line for Martinelli to chase. Chalobah's trying to shield that out of play for a goal kick, and he does that successfully. So 76 minutes gone in the Emirates as Arsenal leading 2-1. Has been a tale of set pieces, all 3 goals coming from corners. taken short by Sanchez, who hacks and clears away. It's not a good one, and Arsenal will come forward, flicked on by Saka in towards Kai Havertz, but he couldn't get there before Sanchez.
Yusuf Zlatan, Kai score one.
Chelsea with James on the right-hand side.
Let's wait and see when if he's gonna score.
Plays it out to Malo Gusto, the two substitutes combining. Gusto flicks
15
up the line
minutes
for
to go.
Pedro's
I
wrestling
think
the sleeve
it's
and does well to
possible.
keep it. Lavia battles past. Timber then goes down, and that'll be a free kick for Chelsea on the halfway line.
2-1 is not a safe score, man. We need another goal. Another goal for Arsenal. Let's go.
Season there, but it hasn't really settled at Chelsea. Had a big reputation, the youngster, but so many injuries. And Chelsea will be hoping that he is over them now as he sends a really good ball forward for João Pedro to
João
turn and run
Pedro.
towards the penalty box. He tries to find Palmer as a poor pass, and Arsenal can hack it away through Saliba into the chest of Havertz, who goes past Caicedo and ends up being dispossessed, but there will be a foul. It's Caicedo. There's going to be another yellow card here for Enzo Fernandez, who throws the ball into the ground in frustration.
My
It's a seventh
God.
yellow card for the Argentine. Still deciding to
Give Enzo a red card too,
stake his
man.
claim to the referee. Coming from behind to foul Havertz, and Fernandez just picked the ball up and threw it into the ground in frustration. Another yellow card for dissent. Free kick taken by Norgard in the centre circle, and he plays it back to first goal scorer Saliba, and then second goal scorer Timber picks it up and finds Eze in the midfield. Lavia goes flying into the tackle and wins the ball back for Chelsea. Then given away as Arsenal come forward. Havertz flicks it into Saka, who finds Eze, who's going to get towards the edge here, puts on his left foot, and that's a brilliant save by Sanchez.
Oh my
And
God.
behind in the end for a goal kick after Martinelli couldn't put it back into the box.
That was so
Eze broke into the
close.
box on the left-hand side and drilled it low. It's a really good save by Robert Sant. If that ended up in the net, went through the legs of Chalobah and was turned away. Arsenal with the ball again on the right-hand side with Havertz level the edge of the area, looking for support, and having to drill it back to Saliba on the halfway line. Forward come Arsenal on the left-hand side, and it's Martinelli, the man who was fouled by Pedro Neto for that red card. Arsenal just happy to switch the ball over to the right-hand side with plenty of time and no pressure on them as Timber then knocks it into the Frenchman Saliba on the centre circle. Ball back out wide to Martinelli on the left-hand side. He's going to run at James, goes on the outside, gets towards the byline, clips it in, but it's headed away by Sarr. Enzo Fernandez will try and keep it in. It does, flicks it forward, but Arsenal will come forward again as Zubamendi picks the ball up, plays it down the line for Hincapié, keeps it in just down by the corner flag. Hincapié knocks it short to Martinelli. He's going to wrestle with Caicedo, and Caicedo comes away with the ball as Chelsea try and get themselves up the pitch. Fernandez, no one in front of him, but neat footwork between him and Caicedo as they gain a few yards, but so many red shirts around them in the midfield, making life difficult. João Pedro takes on his chest, but can't keep possession. It's a familiar theme at the moment for the away side as Arsenal come forward again.
Come on,
Martinelli
you need another
tries to
goal,
go around
man.
Reece James, and Reece James ends up winning that ball and gets returned to keeper Robert Sanchez. Sanchez asking for movement, finds Lavia right in front of him on the penalty spot, and then he works him out to Chalobah and then Reece James. Chelsea unable to make any inroads forward and still have it in their own penalty box. Time ticking away, 82 minutes gone. Currently, it will be Arsenal going 5 points clear at the top tonight. Chelsea still in no hurry as Fernandes picks it up. 25 yards from his own goal, drills into the feet of João Pedro, flicks it on to Cole Palmer, goes down under a tackle, but nothing given by Darren England, and Arsenal come away with it with Eze. Trades passes with Zubimendi. No pressure from Chelsea as they all just sit back in their defensive shape and let Arsenal have it inside the centre circle. Timber, just in front of the Chelsea dugout. Finds Saka. Saka a couple of steps over, floats inside, goes down under the tackle from Cole Palmer. That'll be a free kick for Arsenal.
So weak, man. He's not active the way I wanted.
So full midweek fixtures in the Premier League upcoming on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So plenty of games coming thick and fast, and that's going to force Chelsea to make another couple of changes here as they're down to 10 men. Whether they're going to wait for this free kick to be taken or not, I'm not sure.
5 minutes remain.
Looks like they're being forced to wait. Both Arsenal and Chelsea play again on Wednesday night. Both have got away trips. Chelsea take the trip to Birmingham to play Aston Villa. And Arsenal will be down on the south coast at the Emirates away at Brighton on Wednesday. Saka twisting and turning, gets to the byline on the right side, clips the ball in, but it's going to go straight into the hands of Robert Sanchez. In fact, the referee has signalled that it had already gone out, so it'll be a goal kick from the floor.
It's an offense that could have been a genuine crash out if they denied you that goal.
Deflection, actually.
Now you want to call us Corner FC.
Still be a goal kick.
From calling us Bottling FC, now Corners FC.
And they'll be on this near side, so it'll be a delivery from Bukayo Saka. Arsenal just surrounding the keeper again with their centre backs, and Kai Havertz there adding a bit of height as well. Gabriel wrestling with Reece James on the penalty spot. Reece James left on the floor. This one goes short, and then they work it back to Saka, who gets away on the right hand side, clips it in, and this time it will go into the hands of Robert Sanchez, and he will be asked to take a goal kick as it's gone out of play, and will allow Chelsea to make these changes. So Liam Delap is going to come on. He's going to replace Enzo Fernandez, another striker, onto the field. Garnacho, the other man to come on. Both Delap and Garnacho, 1 Premier League goal each this season. That's Cole Palmer who makes way. Delap did get his Premier League goal just before Liam Rosenior took over that away defeat to Fulham. Garnacho not scored in the Premier League since October. They're going to need something here if they're going to get anything out of this game, as Chelsea do work a position where they've got to throw in over on the far side level with the edge of the area after a long ball not overly well dealt with by Arsenal. Reece James, the captain, takes it into his hands and throws it into the feet of João Pedro, surrounded by red shirts, so Chelsea just have to work it across the field with Lavia and then Chalobah. See, 2-1 down, 4 minutes left in the game before we find out how many minutes will be added on. Chelsea down to 10 players after Pedro Neto sent off 2 yellow cards. Chalobah finds João Pedro, flicks it into space. It could be a hit from distance. It's not a bad effort from Moises Caicedo on his left foot. A couple of yards too high in the end. It certainly had David Raya flying to the left-hand side. Certainly would have been a high-mouth moment for the Arsenal keeper when that was struck. Raya takes the ball over to the other side of his 6-yard area. from where it went off. Taps both boots on the post as he tries to eat up as much time as possible here. Sends the ball long, and it's going to be an easy header by Chalobah out towards João Pedro, who's got a fight on his hands with Saliba, but does well to win the ball as Lavia then steps forward, and João Pedro will come into the Chelsea half. Goes down under a tackle from Eze, nothing given, and Timber will slice it away to the left-hand side, but Martinelli and Reece James go to battle, and Reece James is the one who comes away with it. Chelsea trying to throw a few men forward with 10 men. Lavia inside the centre circle. Finds Gusto on this left-hand side. Chelsea choose just to keep the ball in the centre circle with Chalobah. Goes over to the right for Reece James, but under pressure straight away from Hincapié as Chelsea then are forced to go all the way back to their keeper. Mamadou Sarr comes forward on the left-hand side, doesn't want the ball, so gives it to Caicedo. Chelsea unable to make inroads into the Arsenal half at the moment.
Nice.
Chalobah finds João Pedro, flicks it into Liam Delap, who's wrestling with Gabriel, but the English forward comes away with it on the right-hand side, down into the channel where Malo Gusto's come over to the other side. Lose the ball into the box, headed away by Gabriel behind for a corner. Gabriel looks disappointed to have given it away. Knows that Chelsea can provide a threat from these set pieces.
Holy.
With Cole Palmer off for a substitution and Pedro Neto sent off. There's no left-footed player to deliver the ball in from that side for an in-swinger, so it'll be an out-swinger from Reece James. Drills the ball in towards the 6-yard line, hit away by Havertz. It's going to be recycled out to the right-hand side, but too strong, and that'll be a throw-in for Arsenal as we enter the 90th minute of this game. Fourth official will be getting ready as
yes.
One final substitution is going to be
going for the stoppage time.
Coming on for Mamadou Sarr, who made his full
before we call it
debut
a
this
wrap.
afternoon. It's a warm embrace from his manager. It's the former Fulham man tossing to come on. So after the red card and all the substitutions, probably will be a good chunk of injury time here. There's actually a foul throw given, which you don't see very often in the Premier League. Chelsea will have an opportunity to keep possession in the Arsenal half again as the clock ticks on to 90 minutes. Still Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1. We've got 6 additional minutes here at the Emirates Stadium. Reece James with ball in hand, throws it short into the feet of Caicedo. His poor touch allows Arsenal to come away, and it's then run out of play by Martinelli. So did manage to get into the Chelsea half. Can there be a final chance in this game, or will all 4 Premier League matches this afternoon finish 2-1 to the home side? João Pedro picks it up on the halfway line, plays it back to Chalobah. He knocks it into the channel. Liam Delap's away on the right hand side. It would be touch and go to be offside. Enters the area on the edge. Plays the ball against Saliba. It's forced backwards and then he's fouled. Hincapié. Does Liam Delap now be a free kick to Arsenal down by the corner flag? Good ball into the channel. Probably was onside, Liam Delap, but didn't quite fall for him in the right place, and Saliba did well to track his man back, and Arsenal ended up winning possession through the free kick. "90 seconds of the 6 minutes have gone. Mikel Arteta pacing up and down the technical area. Knows that this will be a big 3 points. Put his side 5 clear with only 9 to play for Arsenal. Man City will still have 10. Man City and Arsenal still due to play each other, both in the league and the EPL Cup final this month as well, as Garnacho has the ball on the left-hand side, comes onto his right foot, delivers the ball in towards the penalty spot, and it's a save in the end by Raya. The cross went all post from Garnacho, teasing the ball in. João Pedro attacked it but couldn't get on the end of it. And the corner's been wasted by
Brooklyn,
Chelsea.
you are right,
For a
man.
goal kick.
That's a big save.
Garnacho very nearly found an equaliser. Definitely was a cross from the Argentine. But if that left hand from Raya didn't claw it away, we would have been back level. João Pedro threw himself at it to try and get on the end, as did Gabriel. Neither side unable to do it. So there will be a goal kick to Arsenal. David Raya taking up as much time as he can as the clock ticks over to 93. So half of the additional time has been used up. Long ball from Raya out towards the right-hand side. Tosin wins his header, but it's going to be too strong, and then is nodded back by Saliba to David Raya, who's going to run away from Garnacho to the corner of his box and then pick up the ball just to eke out a few more seconds. Throws the ball out to the left-hand side. It's picked up by Incape on the left-hand side of the halfway line. Arsenal working over to Saliba on the right-hand side, and then back to Gabriel as they look to manage this time. Gabriel launches it forward towards Havertz, but nodded back by Gusto into the hands of Robert Sanchez, who rolls it straight out to Chalobah. Arsenal retreat into their own half. 94 minutes on the watch.
2 minutes of defending, please.
Unable to go forward as Havertz forces it back to Sanchez, who decides to go long this time. Aims for João Pedro. His header ends up on the right-hand side, and Lavia will get there first, and he finds Reece James on the corner of the box. He delivers a low ball in towards Delap, and it's cleared away again by Gabriel. Long ball from him, and he finds Chalobah, who goes past Eze. Finds Reece James. Chelsea with plenty of players in the box if they can get it in there.
This is Zlatan saying crazy. It's crazy, man.
Finds Lavia.
Holy.
Back behind the ball.
Nice.
Back with Caicedo, who launches it towards the edge of the box. It's flicked on towards João Pedro with an overhead kick, and it's going to go towards the goal. It's clawed away and then turned in by Liam Delap. But the offside flag is up. I think it's initially
The game is over, man. The game is over. 2-1. Holy. We are happy again. Happy Arsenal. Happy Arsenal fans. Let's go. Let's go. Brooklyn, who's laughing now? El Tubisi Noel, who's laughing now? Who is laughing
now?
now?
Pedro, the flag has gone up for Chelsea. Have got the ball in the net, but there's going to be a VAR check.
Chelsea. Come, hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. Come on.
Welcome to our audio commentary coverage. This broadcast is not an official product of this competition.
End up getting the victory by 2-1. 3 goals in the game, all from corners. It's Mikel Arteta's men who carry on their good form in the Premier League. Their 11th win out of 14 at home
5 points clear
this season with only 1 defeat. Chelsea gave a good account of themselves, made life difficult for Arsenal. But in the end, it's the home side that are victorious. Goals from Saliba and Julian Timber, cancelling out the own goal from Pierre Hincapié in the first half. Full fixtures of Premier League in midweek. Arsenal travel to Brighton on Wednesday.
What a
Chelsea
win.
travel to Aston Villa on Wednesday, and Man City hosts Nottingham Forest. There's 9 games left for Arsenal, who could be the champions-elect. Still chasing that first title for 22 years in the Premier League.
It's over, man. I think now, Arsenal fans, we are happy. Haters who are calling us bottling FC, it's time for you to cry, man. I think it's time for me to sign out. It's time for me to sign out in peace and happy. 12 votes. Thank you for voting. Yes stands at 92%, no at 8%. Big up to Arsenal fans. The 92% of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And no, them haters, 8% is crazy. It's crazy. So make sure to lock in, make sure to lock in. Like, I hope you are happy. A fumble, who knows? Keep saying. Let me sign out in peace, my good people. Let me sign out in peace. Big up to, let me throw some shout out to my big fellas in the building. Super Arsenal World, I saw you. And big up for keeping me company all along. Brooklyn, big up. Who else? L2BC Noel, who was calling Arsenal bottling FC, man. Big up. Even though you are not supporting Arsenal, big up. And the one and only Yusuf Zlatan, a big Arsenal fan, I can see. We have won, man. Enjoy wherever you are, man. Make sure to enjoy. Make sure to sleep well tonight, man. With a big smile. All right? Yeah, see you tomorrow, my good people. See you tomorrow some other time. Make sure to log in. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't, so that when I'm live, you get notified. All right? Yeah, let me check out in peace. Let me sleep smiling. Arsenal, we are 5 points clear. Again, we are playing with Man City. Carabao final. Is it on date 5? 4 days from now, if I'm not wrong. I'll check on it. It's gonna be fire, man. But in the meantime, see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, man, till this time, man. I'm out. Peace and love, man. Big up to Chelsea fans. You've put up a fight, I must say, man. You have been, pressing for you not to score. But at the end, Arsenal have won. Big up to Chelsea. See you in the next. And to all Arsenal fans, this EPL is ours. See you in the next, man. I'm out. Peace and love. Like I always say, best of luck in everything you're doing out there. May God bless you all. Yes, sir. It's your boy, Pankey IBFLB. I'm out. Peace. Check me out tomorrow on this channel, man. I'm out.